going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of City Boys Raw Uncut. I am pleased to announce that we have reached over 500 subscribers, man. I appreciate y'all so much. My next goal is 10K by the end of the year. I know it's a crazy goal, but it's my goal. I ain't gonna waste no more time, guys. Let's hop right into it.
We as black women, we gotta pick our failure. So people may say, Brianna, what do you mean by pick your failure? What I'm saying is there's a lot of women, especially online, I'm talking about us right now, they're just sitting around talking about how bad black men are, the usual, the stuff that we hear all the time. And it's different women with different talking points.
I know
about, don't have babies with black men. Black men ruin lives. Just all of these ridiculous tropes that we hear all the time. And when I'm listening to this, all I'm thinking to myself is, okay, y'all say black men are the problem. We've heard everything to nauseam about why that is, right? And how y'all feel that way. And how you shouldn't date them, you shouldn't marry them, you shouldn't procreate with them. But what we're also leaving out is we create the black men.
Ding, ding, ding.
A lot of black men are raised by single mothers, last time that I checked. So it's our influence that's creating the type of black men that we complain about.
That's true.
So where is the failure? Is the failure in the fact that you're dating them and that you're procreating with them, or is the failure that you're creating them?
And this is something that they don't want to address because they don't want to take accountability for that shit. They would much rather blame the guy that got them pregnant and ran off on them, even though what they won't say a lot of the times is that guy was really just a jump off. They were used as a jump off. They might have been a side chick or something like that. But the last thing they're going to do is acknowledge that they're failing at raising these black men that they're complaining about. And this is the actual truth. I'm glad somebody said it. There was an actual woman. Let's continue, guys.
Something wrong here. If we're the one producing these men that are so terrible, as you say, that are such bad fathers, that are all of these things that you say they are, where do they get it from? They clearly get it from us, because we're the ones raising them. We're the ones creating them. How can we sit up and complain about the very men that we make? Just, it makes no sense. I really don't understand. How is it that we're mad about our own creation, but nobody is sitting up saying, oh, I'm a bad mom, oh, I'm a bad parent? All we're doing is blaming and talking crap about the men that we raised, the boys that we raised. I just don't understand what's the disconnect here. If one thing is true, then all of it has to be true. I don't think any of this mess is true. I'm not saying that black men are perfect. I'm not saying that men are perfect, but we're just as flawed as them, if not more. And my main point is because we're all flawed as human. We're all messed up. We're all cause and effect. Right. But the fact is, if you're telling me that black men are so bad, and a large portion of black men are raised in single female-led household by a single mother, by a bunch of women around them, black women, we also have to say, okay, we're terrible parents. We're bad mothers. We produce bad.
And like I said, she's absolutely right. I grew up in Chicago, man. I was able to see this shit firsthand, for real. I watched mothers push their black sons into gang culture, into selling drugs to take care of them. I've watched black women have their black sons go beat up their stepdad or some shit like that, or you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's led to them actually getting killed before, for real. Let's continue.
But I don't hear anybody online saying that they're a bad mom. Nobody's saying that.
I'm not going to.
So I'm just really sitting here confused. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. And I'm honestly just tired of it. I'm tired. It's old. It's old, and it's tired, and it's outdated.
It really is.
My main point is one cannot be true without the other. And I just really pray for more accountability on us. We cannot complain about the people that we made without taking accountability for the fact that we made them. If they are so bad, I don't think they're what y'all are saying they are.
They're not.
But if you subscribe to that, you need to also subscribe to the fact that you, single black mother, raised this, created this. So whatever results you're getting, whatever you feel about black men, it's your fault. It's your fault. You got to pick your poison. You got to pick your failure. Where did you fail?
Yep.
Did you fail in dating, or did you fail in parenting? Did you fail in creation? It's okay to admit that. It's okay. I don't know why we feel like we have to be perfect. Like we can admit that we're wrong and we mess up. If you're a bad mom, just say that.
They don't want to say that. They ain't going to say that.
If you didn't raise a son to be a good black man, and even if it's not you personally, if your sisters are failing, if your sisters are bad moms, because if you're saying that all these black men are so terrible, that also means you have to hold your sisters accountable who created them and raised them. It can't just be, oh, they're so bad. Where does this stuff come from? It's like y'all just stand around looking for somebody to blame instead of us getting to the root of the problem. If you really cared, if you really felt like, oh, these black men are terrible, let's talk about it. Let's talk about our parts and their parts so we can come to some solutions. I rarely hear anybody talking like that.
They're not going to do that.
It's just always a bunch of victim mentality and blaming and talking crap. But nobody's saying their part. Nobody's saying, hey, I'm a bad parent. Hey, I should have stayed with their dad because they needed a male influence. They don't know how to be a man because I tried to raise them by themselves. Nobody's saying that. Everybody's just acting like, oh, they just mothered so perfect. And, oh yeah, these black men are so bad. But they just got bad all on their own. Us women, we had nothing to do with it. Like, we're not the one raising them. Like, we're not the ones creating them. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy. It makes no sense. It's sad. I'm tired of just feeling all this pressure of just being around people who don't want to see themselves and having to listen to people treat me like I'm crazy and like I'm stupid and like I got 3 heads, because I just see the fact that this none of this makes sense. It just doesn't make sense. So I just want to get on here, talk to y'all for a few minutes. I love y'all. I miss y'all.
That's pretty much the end of the video, guys. I had a few things to say. The reason why they treat you like you got 3 heads and like you're stupid and all this shit is because they want you to blindly follow the sisterhood, man. They don't want you to question why they got where they are. They don't want you to question how they ended up, you know what I'm saying? They don't want you to question anything. They just want you to go along with the fact that this man left and this man's a piece of shit and this man's bad. And then the sons that I raised by this man are also bad because I chose to, you know, push off my anger and my bitterness onto this kid. So now this kid is overly emotional. We can't ignore this. We can't ignore the fact that 90% of prison youth are raised by single mothers. I believe 95% of school shooters come from single mother homes. Fucking sexual offenders, molesters, you know what I'm saying, domestic violence, perpetrators. They all come from single mother homes. It's where it starts at, in the home. But they don't want to take it. They don't want to take blame for it. They don't want to make it seem like, oh, I'm a bad mom, or I didn't do this, I didn't do that. In their minds, they did all they could. They did all they could. I mean, if y'all know about Chicago, look at Mama Duck, man. She got 3 kids that passed away, but she up here acting like she was the best mom of them. She had her kids out there gang banging. That's crazy, man. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, baby.